Yellow, yellow, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Outlaws Outhouse, where I answer all y'all's freaking questions. So, this is the first inaugural episode, I guess. I had something like this called the Outhouse on my other channel, Outlaw Dipper, a couple years back, but never really worked out the way I wanted to, so we're going to start it back up here on Live to Thrill, and I hope you all enjoy it. I asked you guys a couple hours ago on Twitter and Facebook to send y'all your all's questions my way, so we're going to answer them right now. It's a cool little way for you guys to get some shout-outs and stuff like that too, so let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to do the Facebook on my computer here, and we'll do Twitter on the iPhone here. So I guess we'll take the first one from Twitter, and we'll start with Robert Gallagher on Twitter, or let's give his Twitter name out. At rgallagher232 asked at Outlaw Hillbilly, who is your favorite wrestler? I never had a quite one wrestler that has been my favorite, but I've always been a big fan of the old school guys like Dusty Rhodes, Ric Flair. I like Shawn Michaels. I see a lot of Shawn Michaels in myself as a wrestler. Big fan of Hot Rod, Roddy Piper. All those older guys, I'm big fans of those, and the old school style wrestling is probably my favorite. So I'd have to say those guys are probably closest to my favorite. So, take one from Facebook here. Natalie on Facebook asks, if you had a choice to live anywhere you want, where would it be and why? And it'd probably have to be Alaska. You know, the only time I've been to Alaska is for work, fishing, but I'd have to say probably Alaska, probably South Alaska somewhere, off the tail or in the Cook Inlet area. A really gorgeous area. Pretty much everywhere in Alaska is gorgeous, and you know, probably maybe move there when I retire or something like that. I would love to live in Alaska. That's probably where I'd want to live. But it's either between Alaska or the swamps of Florida. I'm a big swamp guy, and I love living on the swamps. I did for a while, and I like it over there too. So kind of two opposite ends of the spectrum. You got Florida, and then you got Alaska. Which one is it? But let's see here. Mike Burke on Facebook says, can you do a Randy Savage impersonation? Not really, but I'll try. Oh yeah! He has this little finger thing. Yeah, not really good. Nicholas Evans on Facebook asks, what's your biggest fear? A lot of people say failure, but I'm not really afraid of failure. I like failure. I let failure come to me because you always learn a lot off of failure. I'd probably have to say being unsuccessful is probably my biggest failure. Yeah, that's probably it. Probably being unsuccessful. That wouldn't be fun. Let's get to another one. Becca Stubbs on Facebook asks, here's one for you. What are the most unattractive things about a woman? Well, no personality. That's number one for me. If you don't have personality, you're not getting with this. Yeah, no personality is really unattractive. The most attractive part about a woman, in my opinion, is their personality, and if they got a great personality, that's number one. That'll get me to ask you out, so I'm big on that. Let's go to another one. David Philbrick on Facebook asks, are you going to come up to Alaska and fish again next year? I don't know. We'll see how wrestling works out. I'm in this wrestling thing for the long run, and if it works out, then there'll be no way in hell I'll be going back up to Alaska and fishing. But if it doesn't work out, then I'll be up there next year fishing. So it all depends on what works out here, what I'm doing now, and hopefully this wrestling thing works out so I won't have to go back up there again. But I do enjoy it, but I'd definitely rather be doing here what I love. So Kyle Pruitt on Facebook asked, what's your favorite fish to catch? Probably a wild Alaskan king salmon. That's fun. Shoot, that's really fun. Bringing it in on a net and on a pole is really fun. If it's either wild Alaskan king salmon, but I have been to Mexico and fished with my good buddy Darcy, and we went down there and fished in 2009, deep sea fish, and I caught a marlin. That was fun. Also Dorado, dolphin fish. Those are really fun to catch, but it's probably between a marlin and an Alaskan king salmon. Those are really fun. See if we can get another one on Twitter here. Not too many people on Twitter asking questions. Let's see. At John Bateman asks, at Outlaw Hillbilly, what is life? Well, John, life is a test. I'm just going to leave it at that. On Twitter, at Rob Lederer BSR1 asks me, what's your favorite horror flick? This one's a hard one for me to answer because I'm not big into horror movies, and I haven't watched too many horror movies. Man, what's a good horror flick that I've seen? I haven't seen too many. Shoot. That's a hard one, y'all. That's a freaking hard one. I might have to come back to that. I don't know. You know what? This might be a good question for me to ask you guys, is what's a good horror flick that I should personally see? I've never been big into horror flicks, but maybe I should ask you guys to leave me a comment and let me know what's the best horror flick I should see that I definitely got to see before I die. And then maybe I'll do that. So, sorry, Rob, I don't have an answer to your question. I haven't seen too many. I probably really don't have a favorite, but, yeah, let me know. Sal on Facebook asks, what were your dreams at 18 years old? My dreams at 18 years old were still what they are now, and that's to be a professional wrestler and do the best I can in this business. And I'm following it, so that's a good thing. Some people just sit on their ass. I don't. Even though I'm sitting on my ass right now, but that doesn't count, okay? Nick Andis on Facebook asks, if a man speaks in a forest and there is no woman around to hear him, is he still wrong? What the fuck? Nicole on Facebook asks, hey Outlaw, do you bass fish? If so, what kind of bait do you use? Love your videos. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you, Nicole. I don't bass fish too much. I've been a couple times. Let's see, what do I usually use? I like to use spinnerbait. I'll use pretty much anything I got. I've used spinnerbait most of the time. I've used some topwater stuff, but mostly spinnerbait and stuff like that. So, but I haven't been bass fishing that much. Mostly it's all commercial that I do when I get burnt out on commercial fishing. So, but I like to catfish. That's a big thing. I love catfishing. That's fun. One of these days I want to try some hillbilly hand fishing. Got to support the freaking hillbilly in me. So, got to do some hillbilly hand fishing. That's for sure. So, thank you, Nicole, for your question. We're gonna finish it up here soon. Cody on Facebook asked, what's your favorite gun to shoot or hunt with? I like the Marlin 336. That's it right there. Simple question. Tyler Fox on Facebook asked, marijuana, where do you stand? I really don't give a crap. I don't smoke weed personally. I have a few times in my life, but I don't smoke weed. I really don't give a crap. I'm just sick of people complaining about it and talking about it. So legalize it if you want. Don't legalize it. Just leave me out of it. Alright, I think this is going to be the last question. Jacob Miracle on Facebook asked me, what is your favorite show? Now, I'm going to break this up here. I'm going to give a top 5 because I think I got top 5 favorite shows. But I'll give a list here. I've never been big into shows until probably 2005 or so. And then I started watching more. So I'm going to give a top 5 list. Let me know what you guys like in the comments below if you want. But I really, when I first started watching, cable TV and stuff like that, I got really big into the show Burn Notice, which is on the USA Network. Big into Burn Notice, still am. And then I went to HBO and got big into Entourage. That's a really good show. And then I went to FX and got big into Justified. That was good. And then I went over to AMC, got really big into Walking Dead, read all the comics after I saw the show, and still big into that. Can't wait for season 3. But now I'm really, really big into Sons of Anarchy, SOA. Huge into Sons of Anarchy. It's a killer show. It's going on right now, and I'm loving it. It's hard for me to wait till every Tuesday. I really like Sons of Anarchy. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, thank you guys for your questions. There was a lot sent in. Sorry if I didn't get to your question, but maybe next time I will on the outhouse. I wish I had a freaking outhouse here that I could go into, take a shit, and answer your questions, but I don't. Maybe next time I'll just have to do it in the toilet or something. Who knows? But make sure you go, the links to my social networking have been up on the screen, but they're also down below. Make sure you go follow me on Twitter and like me on Facebook. And next time I'm going to do an outhouse, I'll shout it out, and you guys can ask me questions from there. I appreciate you guys clicking in, watching the show. Didn't have really an idea for a video this week, so I thought I'd throw this up. If you guys have an idea for me for a video that I could do, leave it in the comments below, like always, of course. And one more thing before I go. You guys, if you guys don't know, I do run a website called keepithillbilly.com, and I sell some cool merchandise over there. And I just came out with some new t-shirts. This is the new black t-shirt. Keep it frickin' hillbilly. Cool logo on the side. And then I also, let me get a little closer here. So we got the black t-shirts, keep it frickin' hillbilly. And then we also got the brand new camo hats. Realtree camo, of course. These have been selling really well. I only got 10 left. So if you want to go over to keepithillbilly.com, go check out the website and order you a camo hat, a black t-shirt, and I also got some stickers. As you can see here on my laptop, I got a black Keep It Frickin' Hillbilly sticker there. All the proceeds from my merchandise orders on keepithillbilly.com go directly to me paying off my wrestling school. And it really, really helps, guys, because it is very hard and wrestling school is very expensive, if you guys didn't know. And it really helps me get money for that and keep going to wrestling school and keep living my dreams. So if you guys got a couple bucks, please go over to keepithillbilly.com, get you guys some gear, and it is really comfortable, really good gear, and the hats are beautiful. You'll definitely be picking up some chicks if you got some Keep It Frickin' Hillbilly gear. But if you guys want to do that, that's greatly appreciated, and I thank you guys very much. The link is below, keepithillbilly.com. Don't forget about it. Keep supporting the Outlaw. I appreciate everything you guys do. Keep watching the videos, and thank you guys for watching this episode of Outlaws Outhouse. My name, of course, is Outlaw. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time on Live to Thrill, we'll see y'all later. Bye!